Trouble.
Hey, everybody.
Hello, 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 hello.
Well, we know that there won't be too many people here because there's over 70 people on Victoria's right now.
I was on there.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
You want to know what I sold?
You had an auction?
I was on there. My bad. I thought I had that muted. I donated something to be sold for the family, and what I donated was this right here, a thermal printer.
Oh, PRT.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that? The bins?
No, it was. I got that to review it, and then they gave one of my subscribers one, which she already got, and so then I had this one. And
did you like it?
Yeah, actually, it is right at about. I think the price is $118 on eBay or on Amazon, but they always have like a coupon for like an extra 10% off. And I set it up, put it right beside my Rolo, and it worked just as well. I thought the little Rolo it lifts up. This one, it flips back, and I thought the opener was a little sticky. Like
Right.
that would be my only complaint. It's about 50% bigger than the Rolo, but that's not a big deal. But it's half the price of a Rolo.
Right.
So I decided to go ahead and auction that off for Nate's family because, resellers, unfortunately, I'm sure he had no life insurance and,
yeah,
he totaled their car, so they don't have a car. I mean, they literally are going to be starting over. So anything I could do to help. So I'm glad. Danica, Lady Lug Junk, actually bought it way more than it was worth, $150. And she just donated the money and said, resell it a second time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
nice.
I was super happy that happened. So,
wow.
But definitely, I mean, if you have a chance to go over there and support them, definitely do that.
Okay. I just saw it live a while ago and I haven't been in there. Hey, Johnny. Welcome.
Johnny. He's
Travis is in here starting trouble.
Hey, Travis.
And who else is here? Lori. Hello, Lori.
Hi, Lori.
Oh, and look who's here. Man Mountain Metals.
Hey, good to see ya. I'm not here unless the cops ask.
Well, you got to send us money for us to vouch for you. And hello, Tina. Tina in Minnesota.
Tina, what's up, girlie?
So, as I was telling Angie when I came on, my brother and his girlfriend came up and took my mother, who can't see a thing, to the casino. And look what my mom won on a 50-cent bet.
$10,000.
I was so happy for her. And she's never won anything like that before. And I've hit jackpots of thousands, but never 10,000. So
that's amazing.
I was tickled. She deserves it.
But then you tell the rest of the story.
Well, they went, and it's a casino that I never win at, and I don't go much anymore. I used to go quite a bit. But my mom will be 80 next month, and my mom has degenerative eye disease. She can't even see. But she loves to go. What's funny is she can't hear hardly at all. But if I mention the word casino, my mother can hear it every time. I can be talking and say, "Hey, Mom, I'm going to go run to the store and get some food. You want anything?" Ha, ha, ha. But as soon as Mom, I'm going to the casino. What? You're going to the casino? I'm like, Mom, can you really hear, or are you just messing with me for sympathy? I mean, hi, Tanya. And
Tanya, good to see you.
Let me catch up, and then I'll go back to the story. But oh, wow. I got my grandson's football game tomorrow night. And there's my buddy Daryl more Daryl.
Hey, Daryl.
And Tommy's in the house.
Bless her heart.
She can't see, tell her it's $100K. Yeah, and of course I made her go run and put that money in savings. My mom was a meat wrapper for Safeway, union meat wrapper for years, and never really had anything. She raised 4 boys by herself. So we grew up pretty poor, mostly in mobile homes and stuff. And So she never got any money put away, and now she's got a few thousand in the bank. She gets a small pension, and she gets her Social Security. And it's just nice for me. I'm like, if anybody deserved it, it's her, because she's got a little bit. I mean, she don't have a lot of money still, but it's that she does have a little bit in the bank, and if she wants something, she can get it. Hey, junk monkey. And
Hey.
so anyway, she didn't even know she won. Because she can't see. She's just pushing buttons. And my sister-in-law said, "You just won the jackpot off a 50-cent bet." And immediately, I'm not there. Hello, Melanie. And I panicked, and I'm like, okay, safety wise, everybody's standing around watching her get her. She took taxi out. So she got like $7,000. I'm like, her purse needs to be sealed. It needs to be on her lap. If she goes to the bathroom, you need to hold it. And when y'all leave, security needs to escort you out. I don't want anybody following my elderly mother out to the parking lot and taking her money. So anyway, but this week I am going to the highway. If anybody's in Northeast Oklahoma or Southeast Kansas or within driving distance, I pulled up. This is just the first town on the map. I'm going to try to.
Oh, over. There you go.
There's
wow.
That town's probably 10,000 people, and that's how many yard sales are in just that one town. And then it goes, as you go up into southern Kansas, and you go over to, let's say, Coffeyville, Kansas. Here it is again. And I mean, let me get over
like
here.
This. There you go.
But I mean, there's 100 miles of nothing but yard sales, and it's 2 hours for us just to get there. So, because I live in central Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Yes, that is correct, Tommy. That is correct. She had 4 boys, and I had 3 daughters. Yep, and we pretty much did it by ourselves. Yep. Mm-hmm. Hey, it's not too far, Melanie.
It's a little ways for me.
Hey, Ryan. But
what's up?
It's Friday and Saturday, and of course I'm going Friday because I want to get the stuff first. That for those that are open, but I'm looking forward to leaving here like 4:30 in the morning to get up there. I was just
going to ask, what time are you going to leave to go?
That's 2 hours away. If you want to get there when the sun comes up, which is what I like to do, I got to leave here by 4:30.
Well, this week I was going to go to Flee across Florida, which it's kind of misnamed because, yeah, I guess technically it is going across Florida, but only the very top. So
yeah, it's Pensacola to where?
Jacksonville. Though when I looked at the maps, there was hardly any as far as Jacksonville. Like, I don't think even any on that end. But it starts right here in my town. Not too many here, but quite a few along the way. But it says 80% chance of rain tomorrow.
Oh.
Or on Friday. I'm like, I don't know if I want to go. So I'm kind of playing it by ear and see what will happen because I think it would be kind of cool. And from watching all these other people that are going to these long yard sales and things, looks like a lot of people just set up and they'll just have signs along the way, even the ones my mom is messaging me about the trash to cash hat being auctioned on Adventures of Victoria right now, in case you're interested in that. But it looks like interesting and like there will be a lot of pop-up ones, and my daughter was going to go, but I'll let y'all know if I end up going because I don't know. Would they still have that in the rain, Bobby?
Yeah, I mean, the people that have it in their garage are going to still be open.
Yeah.
But is it Friday and Saturday?
Even better.
Is it Friday and Saturday?
It is Friday and Saturday, but I really wanted to go on Friday. But maybe if it's pouring down rain, that's the better day to go.
You got to beat Ryan there. Hey, Miss Journey.
Journey's here. Hey, Journey.
Yeah, we're going to be in the 90s, and rain doesn't stop me unless it's just a monsoon. I mean, that's the only time I would say no.
Well, Ryan's too far down south in Florida to come up to this. I would think anyway.
Okay. Well, see, Tanya's up in that area, so she's...
Indoor flea market.
I will be going through Coffeyville.
Wow, nice. Where have you been anyways, Tanya?
Yeah.
I haven't seen very much of you. I mean, I'm glad you're here, but I just haven't seen you very much. We missed you.
And I haven't seen... You know who else I haven't seen in a while? Faith and Kittenville Brian.
That's true.
And they live up there.
Wonder what's going on. I think a lot of people, everybody wants to do you not everybody, but you want to do YouTube, and I don't think people realize how much actual work it is.
Yeah.
And so for you just have to really like to do it and like be okay with not making a lot of
Yeah.
money for a
I mean,
long,
there's
long time.
frustration. We've both been frustrated over it at different times.
It's been a roller
And
coaster
then you're
for
like, I'm
both
done.
of
And then
us.
you end up going back to it because you do enjoy doing them. And you think you're giving some kind of content to somebody somewhere, but it's just whatever.
If Florida rain could be over in a minute, you're right. That's very true.
I've been busy working and getting adjusted since her divorce.
I was on Miss Taffy's video. That must be from when we were at the bins. Miss Taffy, if you have never met her, Bobby, she is just like super
She's from
genuine.
California, isn't she?
I don't
I
I
think
don't
so.
know. But she just so nice and like outgoing. I just loved her. Like I met her at the convention thing, but then we all went to the bins and stuff together, and so we had a really good time with her.
Have you seen Ohio Picker's video on the video games?
I have never heard of Ohio.
I haven't either. He's about 47,000 subscribers, but I saw this video keep popping up. And they went to a yard sale for 3 different days, and it was started at like 8 o'clock, and it was a lot of video game stuff, PC games and stuff. And they would say, ready, set, go. You got to watch it. It gave me anxiety because there were boxes of like N64 and Super Nintendo and GameCube, and people, I would have just grabbed a tote. And I know some people got mad. There were arguments and fights and stuff, not
What?
fist fights, but arguing fights.
Yeah.
But most of them were just taking handfuls and throwing them in their IKEA bag. And some people just grabbed a tote and ran off, and they were charging like $5 a game. And not all games are worth that much. But
Right.
if it was over 3 different days. But if you get a chance, watch it, because the anxiety of being in the middle of that. I mean, there were people just lined up
They
waiting.
just line up and then say go, and then
And
everyone
she said
can
go. People tried to contact her ahead of time to buy it all, and she didn't do it. And then, but
Wow.
when they said go, people were jumping ahead of other people in the line and running up there, and they were kind of knocking each other out of the way and just
Oh my
grabbing
gosh.
games.
It's called Ohio
Picker.
Picker.
Yeah. And it's an anxiety.
Have y'all heard of them?
I've never heard of them.
And I never heard of them.
No, but that one video got like 35,000 views because the anxiety, of having to fight everybody over those. And I would have probably been right in the middle of it because I love finding that kind of stuff. And I would have been, and they found like some games that were worth several $100s, but fighting other people for stuff doesn't bother me a bit. But I just thought some of them got a little, I guess, out of hand. Let's just say, hey, Kristen. And
there's my partner in crime.
Oh, Pro Picker, not Ohio Picker. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Pro Picker. Thank you, Miss Journey, for
Thank
keeping
you,
me
Journey.
straight. Man. Next thing
Still
you know,
never heard of them.
I'll sing a Cure song in a minute, and Journey will correct me on that. Hey, Ciro.
Knows a lot. Ciro, hi there.
So, yeah, I mean, it was just, like I said, they did it over 3 different days, and I was like, why didn't they just have it all out there at once? But she made some money.
That's awesome, though. But let me see. So, did you go to yard sales last week?
Yeah, I did, and I did. I went to one estate sale. They had just put their father in a home, and I got a bunch of. The first thing I picked up was a bunch of African wood art, and I believe it's all from Kenya.
I saw that.
Yeah, and then I went across the street, and this guy had a ton of lighters and cufflinks, and it was in my video if you've seen the video.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them, like one of them was a thermometer tie clip from the 40s. I mean, a thermometer on a tie clip. And then I picked up some other stuff and some boots, cowboy boots, snakeskin, stuff like that. Everything was cheap, but The next day I went over there and nothing. They weren't open. To
Weird.
So the following day was their final day, and I went over there and I actually went digging in the garage and I found those 2 blood masks. And when I got them opened, they didn't have the pumps, so they're not as valuable. But I didn't pay but about a buck a
Oh.
piece. But I found across the street that day was a lady was said everything's free, and so I just start grabbing things that are free. And one of them was a dish satellite. It's called a tailgater, and it's
Right.
a white round box that you go camping or go RVing with. And I comped it right there. I was like, it's $90 to $125, and it was free. So I grabbed it. And then there were some toys, and there was one little My Little Pony. And My Little Pony, typically, they're not worth anything. But there are 2 or 3 that are worth some money.
Right.
And I picked this one up, and on her backside, on the rear end of the horse, was a perfume. It was a light blue, baby blue perfume bottle. It's a $66 friggin' My Little Pony. And I've got watchers all over. So I'm like, I'm sending out offers of like $60. I didn't pay anything for her. So
See,
I'm like,
but on my channel, I would get messages that would say that I wasn't being right to that seller, knowing that it was worth money, not giving them money. But
right. Well,
it was
I guess,
free. They had it listed for free.
free is good.
Can't win.
No, it was a working thermometer, and I've got it listed. I've got it listed on eBay.
It's attached to a tie.
Yes, and it's from the 40s. There is actual sold comps on that.
What would be like? Is that for like a doctor?
I don't know. I mean, it's like an outdoor thermometer.
Oh,
yeah. I mean it, and I mean there were.
So
I've got
weird.
them. I've got I mean 2 little tubs of them. There was some in my video. I made jokes because there were a lot of little hangers that were tie clasps and cufflinks, and I'm like, who in the heck? And I kept making assimilations of George Jefferson, the Jeffersons, because he owned cleaners. And I was like, there were a bunch of them. And then we found some cleaner pins and stuff of actual cleaners. And there were just a lot of unique little things. And none of them are probably worth a lot of money. But
yeah.
Just like the lighters, they weren't all Zippos. But I've already sold 2 of the lighters. And I'm like, okay,
Well, I didn't know about, you showed about how to like date them or whatever. I had no idea that they had those.
One of the ones I picked up last weekend it's a 1968, and it's got some kind of a Georgia cotton place, like a cotton mill or something, advertising on it. And I started at 50, and I've got watchers on it, and it ends tomorrow, I believe.
Nice.
But yeah, it's pretty cool to look them up and see how old they are. I found a brand new Giants one, but it's from like 2002. Never been used.
Okay.
Tommy. No, it's not that kind, but you probably could use a tie, a tie one for that. But yeah, I did look at the temperature on it to see if it was working, and it definitely looks like it's working. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I just can't see a purpose for that.
No, but I mean, people collect so many, as you know, in this business, I'm amazed sometimes at what people buy. I mean, but if you'll buy it, I'll sell it to you. I don't care. Convict jumpsuits to role play in, or dolls. Pay $900 for a dang doll. I mean, if you want it and its price is right, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, let me show you something I sold today. Hold on. Cover that. Let me share this. Share my screen. Whoops.
What'd you do?
Here, allow my screen. There we go. Look at this, guys.
Oh, I saw that listed.
Yeah, I listed it super high because I didn't know. I got so many offers on this shirt. Just Happy Halloween. And there's a name on it you could see there.
Yeah, I saw that.
In the back, 1996. I got offer after offer after offer. And somebody came in, a new eBayer, and bought it for $71.
Did you get a lot of lowball offers?
I got a lot of lowball offers.
Yeah.
I had my lowest was $7. Gotta love that. but most of the offers were right about $35. And I thought, I'll take 35 at the end of September.
Yeah.
But it's still early enough that I'm going to at least try to get a little bit more. And they came in and I was running like a 5% sale or whatever, and they bought it for that price. I was like, yes.
I've got people trying to get over now. I've got a 12% sale going now, and I raised my promoted just a little bit more, and it's like people are like, I've got something for $20. I'll give you 10 for it, and I'm like, no. Because once I give it to you for 10, you're going to use the 12% and get it for less. And I'm like, no. I mean, I look at the value of it, or if it's not if I send an offer, but if I tell them I'll do it. If I send an offer, no, they have to take the offer. But I had one yesterday on one of those lighters. He goes, well, you've got it for 40 and you sent me an 8% off offer, but you've got a 12% coupon. Can I combine the two? I was like, no, you can't do that. Because I had like 3 offers. I mean, if it's something I've had forever, I'm gonna do something about it. Did you get that at the bins?
I did.
Oh, okay.
And Kyle, did you read what Junk Monkey said? 38 listings of new old stock watch parts, and he sold 32 of them already.
Wow, watch parts for specific watches?
That's awesome. Daryl, I got that shirt at the bins. I love when I find stuff like that at the bins. And it was just cool enough that I'm like, yeah, I got to grab that.
I listed the Aussie one that I got the other day at that same estate sale for 45 cents.
For $45?
I got it for 45 cents.
Oh, how much did you list it for?
I think I started it at like, what did I start it at? Because I found another one that's worth some money too, and it's an American biker T-shirt that's worth about $60. And a lot of cool jackets, Sherpa vests, Levi's, and stuff like that. What was and I didn't pay more than 45 cents for any of them.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean they were just wanting that stuff gone. Those are the ones I love. We just want it gone. How much?
Oh, just tweak it.
This is a Mark McCollum.
I don't know that name.
Well, and I don't either, but if you look him up, if you look at the eBay solds, Mark McCollum shirts, or look up what's listed, he does the Elmer Fudd, and it's all tied to Ozzy Osbourne, I guess, is what I'm thinking. I'm looking for it here real quick. Tell you what, I forgot what I started it at. It's not pristine, but that doesn't mean anything. It's a 90s shirt. I started at 50.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, and it's 90s. See if I can pop it up here. Oops. It's got Ozzy Wabbit Slayer. It's Elmer Fudd. And then on the back, it's it's an all-style tag, but I won't say it. I'll just read it because can you read that? And what's funny, when I was doing the video, I was pulling stuff out of the bag, like some of those tie clips. One of them was like Mabel's whorehouse, and I didn't know that was in there. I mean, I'm just pulling stuff out and reading it as I'm showing it on the video, and I'm laughing, and I'm like, okay, I'll show it to you, but I'm not going to say it. So it was just funny. And there was one with a bunch of initials, and I was laughing, and I said, I wonder what that means. And Karen looked it up, and it's you can't get your work done sitting on your ass is basically. And then I was like, well, yeah, you can if you're an eBayer.
Depends on what your job is.
Yeah. So I guess you could say you can.
Full-time watchmaker, 35
Oh, okay.
Nice. You have tens of thousands of parts.
Wow.
Get that listed. You can have.
I do sell used watches, but I never put batteries in them.
Oh, a question. Yes, absolutely, yep. Carmen.
And then there's a scan code you got to do when you meet up.
Yeah, it used to be that when you would do in-person delivery, I would only take cash because there was no way ever to confirm that somebody got it. But now they do each of you scan the other person's
Yep.
phone when you're logged into eBay, so that makes it really nice.
Once people send me a message on eBay about doing a local, I always say, pay me in eBay and I'll meet you, because I'm not doing anything outside of eBay once there's a message in eBay stating
Yeah,
it.
you don't want to try to avoid eBay fees or whatever, because that's a great way to get your account suspended.
I have the battery, like the back remover and all that. It's just time. I will mess with Zippos and change the flints and the fluids and stuff. That's easy. Most of the time, unless the flint's really lodged up in there, the old one.
Yeah.
But, hey, Henry. But watches, I just let the person that buys them mess with it.
Yeah. I do have a little kit, like jewelry repair kit or whatever.
Yeah.
But I have nice watches that I'm afraid to mess with. I will still go and take those to a watch person that knows what they're doing. I'm always afraid I'll ruin it.
I think for about $8 you can get a watch put in a battery put in a watch.
Yeah, exactly.
It just depends on what it's worth. But yeah, I'm going to grab a couple of those African figures. They're really pretty cool.
They're actually really cool. I have my own African figure. Sorry. I have no idea where I got it. Maybe at the bins. But I'm sure mine is not authentic. I don't know. But look, his little thing is a sword, guys. Get your head out of the gutter. And then he has.
And I got the whole box of these figures for $20. Wait a minute. What the hell is that you got right there?
I took out this thing and I said, it is a little sword, not anything inappropriate. But look, I got myself a cool African figure.
You're going to freak out when I show you something.
You have the same one?
I'll show you.
Kristen, you're so sweet. Whoa, twins. Mine might be the girl version.
I do have a girl one, but she's not holding a sword or anything. But
they should get
there was a box of these, and there's a couple that have chips, not these, for $20
for all of them. That's a good deal. I think so.
And then this one's kind of cool. I thought they're all like Kenya, and
it's like solid wood carved, right?
Oh yeah, they're definitely. Yeah, I bought some of these when I was in the Navy in Africa, and I got home and my house got broken into when I moved, and I had a canister set that was pretty nice. Actually, that one was from the Philippines, and it got stolen. But I bought a lot of these and gave them away. Mainly the animal figures is what I bought.
Tracy.
You took off in a box in the front. He was very well. Oh, thank you, Tracy, for bringing that up.
Oh, no. Open the can of worms now. You never know with him. That's how Tommy sits when he's pooping. Sounds about right.
This was in the box, and I actually have seen this years ago, but I didn't realize what it was until in my video.
Right.
It's a guy in a barrel.
Oh.
So there you go, Tracy. That's for. I haven't listed that yet, but they are out there.
I have to say, though, my dad would think that's the funniest thing ever.
Oh, and when we were kids, stuff like that made us laugh.
It would still make us laugh.
Stay safe, Lori. Yeah, probably, I actually thought that same thing, Tracy. I'm not lying. I really did. That thought went through my mind. I just didn't say anything.
That's great. So you got them. They just had all of those at one yard sale?
Yeah, there was at a estate sale, and it was just they were on a table with some animal ones, and some of them were chipped. I haven't listed those,
yeah.
But they had some masks and all these figures, and I've got some more figures. And I said, she goes, you want them? All of them, $20. I was like, yeah, go ahead. I'm going to take those right now before I move any further.
But did she tell you any history where she got them or anything?
No, but one of them is marked Kenya on one of the masks. It's
I think
broken.
mine is marked Kenya too.
And they do look like the stuff that I saw. These are darker wood than I remember when I got mine back in the 80s.
Yep. He picked up some thermometers.
I do. I mean, yeah.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do to make money. I'm trying to think.
When I was a kid, I always hated that. When they said, we're either going to put it under your tongue, but if it doesn't work, we're going to put it in the other spot. And like, we're going to make it work under the tongue.
Your mom?
No, when we were kids, that was done on a regular basis before. Under the arm, under the tongue, or rectally, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Goodness, meanies.
Hey, around here, they used to, when you get a mosquito bite or a cut, they'd put methalate. And for you people that are older may remember what methalate is. It's a liquid, and it's orange in color. So you would run around with little mosquito bites. You'd have orange splotches all over you, and they'd say, it doesn't burn. But as soon as they put it on you, it burned as a kid. It
burned like crazy.
And they still sell it, and if you find it in a store, but people don't buy it anymore, but hardly at all. But the older people know what it is.
Well, that sounds like a lot of work, but
be good, Junk Monkey.
Thank you. Blue is my favorite color. But I bought this shirt. I never buy myself new stuff, and I bought a couple shirts because my mom said I can't wear the same things over and over when I do videos. But that was very sweet of you. Thank you. Under the tongue for me. I prefer the forehead one. Simple and easy. Oh, Tanya remembers it.
Oh, yeah. And so does Junk Monkey.
See, I don't
know. They'd always then they'd blow on it. Trying to get it to cool, like
Tracy, okay. Any update for you about doing live stream? I really have missed your live stream. Seriously. I know everyone's busy right now, but maybe things will simmer down a little bit. I want there to be yard sales, man. It's driving me crazy. This year has been awful in my area for yard sales, and I hate to complain about it, but what is happening? Where are all the darn yard sales?
I agree with you. The last 2 weeks have been good for me, but prior to that, I hadn't spent hardly any money because I just.
It's like crazy. We used to be able to go to 30 or 40 every single weekend, and we have estate sales. That's it. And my area estate sales are so expensive. I
got to make sure Lady Luck Junk ain't up here in southeast Kansas, northeast Oklahoma this weekend.
Well, she was so sweet. She donated her money for that fundraiser. She donated $150. I'm like, she is the sweetest girl.
Hey,
right, Tina?
Henry, are you going to the the 100-mile yard sale this weekend up near you? He's not far from that.
Tommy's never going to be ready. Yeah, that sounds about right.
You know why? Because Tommy's always in this position. With the thermometer.
And the state sales, most are online. Oh, really? See, we don't have that many online here.
Right.
But we have one company that they do high bid. So it's kind of estate stuff, but they start everything at like $20. I'm like, wow, that's ridiculous. Why not, other companies I see start at $1 and let it bid up. Not this place. 20, and then it's $5 increments after that.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
Henry, yes, I'm going to be up there Friday. I'm going to start in Bartlesville and work my way north into Kansas and then over to Coffeyville and back south to Owasso. So need to hook up if you're in the area. You know what I look like, so.
Can't miss them.
No, can't miss me. I'll have some silly hat on my head or something. Remember that one I bought, that hat where the flaps, it's up here somewhere. Oh, here it is.
When we went to the convention,
Yeah.
It would like kind of freak me out when people are like, Angie, and I'm like, I don't know who you are. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that ain't it. Never mind. I thought that was it.
Oh, wear that. Go ahead.
I can wear that.
Yeah. Take your other hat off. Oh,
You
yes.
know, I don't have no shame.
That's true. That looks good.
Hey, you got any video games or ball caps or white jackets?
Could you keep it down at 7 in the morning? We have to throw
Yeah.
you out of here.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to get kicked out for being too loud.
I'll say hi to you and JT.
Now, JT ain't going because he always wants too much stuff. I'm like, no, you got enough plush.
I'm hardly a celebrity, but it was weird. People were like, hey, Angie, it's so great to meet you in person. Can I get a picture? And I was like, why? Like, I'm nobody.
Tracy, it's called the Highway 75 sale. It starts Friday and Saturday in Bartlesville. If you're on the west side near Tulsa, runs up into southern Kansas. And I'm going to show you just, if I can find it.
Sorry.
I'm going to show you just Bartlesville, which isn't a very big town, but this is why is it not showing red?
Lean it this way. Like, well, it shows a little bit, but not much.
Anyway, there's a million of them. There must be, I bet there's 100 right here just in this first town. So it starts Friday and Saturday. It's called the Highway 75 sale, Northeast Oklahoma, Southeast Kansas. And it's going to be like 91, no rain. So after the BTK encounter, Tracy began to work part.
Gino!
He ain't giving that up, is he?
Gino said $40 for the hat.
Sold plus shipping.
Plus shipping. Oh my gosh. Throw in shipping to the boy.
But you'll get a 12% coupon if you buy it in my store. Actually, it's not even listed, but I need to get all this plush out of here.
Journey, no. Even still, just because you're a YouTuber doesn't mean you're famous. It just means people might have seen your face.
Pay wasn't great. Maybe you weren't doing it. Maybe you weren't doing it right.
Thermometer calibration.
Well, Henry, if you see me out there, no, if you go up 35 to Oklahoma City and then go northeast to Tulsa, it's before you get to Tulsa that you get off on the west side of Tulsa where it starts, and then it runs on the east side of Tulsa and on the west side of Tulsa, and then it runs up into Kansas. But Tulsa's like an hour and a half from Oklahoma City, so it's not far off 35. They've got a Facebook. They've got a Facebook. It's Highway 75 Yard Sale 2022, and there's a Facebook thing on it.
Journey's right. All the garage sales are in Oklahoma.
Well, they haven't been as great as in the past this year. I will say that. But it's been really hot, too. And that may be part of it. I haven't even had mine yet this year, and I'm going to have mine probably next month sometime. But it won't be Saturday because Texas plays Alabama.
Oh, okay.
We're probably going to get our butts whooped, but that's all right. I'm going to be watching.
Was it worth it to go? Honestly, Gino, it really depends on what you value there the most. If you were going for information, like if you were a new eBayer and you didn't know a whole lot, I would say no, because it really wasn't informative for the most part. But if you're going there to like meet other people and just like network and have fun, yes, but it was still expensive, in my opinion, for what it was. Yep. But I didn't pay full price. And I shared a room with Kristen. But it's supposed to be 2.5 days next year. And it's going to be different. I mean, the panels, I think, are going to be more specific and things like that. So assuming they don't make it double the price because it's an extra day, I would probably, I will go again next year.
Didn't the money go? It didn't go for the speakers. It went for the accommodations and stuff, didn't it? And the food.
Yeah, I don't think any speaker. I'm not in the inner circle of that, but from my understanding, that
Y'all had a lot of food.
the well, breakfast was like Chick-fil-A, like sandwiches.
It's not cheap.
No, I mean there's like 300 and some people there,
Yeah.
but and they had a room pretty much dedicated for a day and a half for everyone, and lunch was like tacos, fajitas, and then dinner was kind of not great. It was a weird pork chop and some chicken and fish, but I mean it was okay. And it included a couple drinks, like 4 drinks for two, over 2 nights. But I shared a room with Kristen, a rural squirrel, so it only cost me like $125 for hotel.
Right.
And then, I got a discounted ticket because I bought it off of someone else that couldn't go. So, for me, it was much more reasonable, I think, than for other people.
Tracy, when they kick people out of Delaware, they send them to Delaware, Oklahoma. That's how they end up there.
Spent all that money asking how to comp. Well, I guess, and I didn't realize this, the panels, I would say it was the weakness for sure, because the people spent a whole lot of time introducing themselves rather than giving information. I think it would have been much more well run if like a moderator was giving them questions that they answered instead of just people randomly as well. Because at one point, the guy who runs the Goodwill video game store said, if you don't know he stood up to answer someone's question and said, if you don't know the value of something, started at 99 cents. And everyone was like, wow, that's terrible advice. Terrible advice.
I would never do that.
So that was a little odd. But they never run any kind of event like that. So for what they did for a first event, I think it was super successful. And
Gino's got a quote.
I want to take it on for sure. Did I meet anyone I was excited to meet? And did Rachel steal your purse? Rachel did not steal my purse. Even though she was in my room a bunch, we were up till 2 a.m. the first night, me, her, and Kristen in the room. Just Kristen was passing out and we were just still talking the whole night. Let's see, who did I really enjoy meeting? Justin, flipping accountant. I just really loved meeting him in person. He's super down to earth and just, I was excited about meeting him. Cha-ching King Scott, love meeting him. He is just a fountain of information. And then of course my girls, Rachel, Kristen. I met Christy, who is Mom's Treasures, Texas. Wait, Mom's Closet, Texas. And then Collins on the Move, who is Chrissy. She only has an Instagram though, I think. So, I hung out with them a lot, but we really tried to reach out to everyone. But I'm not I don't think of people as they're a celebrity. They're a person who resells.
Yeah.
I met Josh and I met, Caleb and everybody, but they're just a person who resells.
Right.
I was surprised at how short most of the guys were, which was kind of fun. But it's super nice to put a face in person, rather than just over the internet. Oh, and Leroy.
She's making fun of us, Tommy.
Yeah. Blood, Sweat, and Cell was hilarious in person. I totally enjoyed meeting him. And ATL Flippers. Okay, that's enough.
Tommy's, if they sold out, that's $90K. Oh, for 300 people.
Okay. They spent 65. Money was made, or some wouldn't show. Oh, no doubt. I know that all the speakers, they paid for. Obviously, they got a free ticket, and they paid for their rooms as a minimum. But beyond that, like I said, I'm not in the inner workings of all that, so I have no idea. But they said
I thought it was for thermometer manufacturing.
The extra went to a Honduras monkey farm. Okay.
I will wear lifts if we meet.
Hi, Ann. I missed you coming in. Journey, you would. It was, and the thing that I liked best is I expected my own bias, a lot of people to be super standoffish because,
Right.
you know, the little bit of fame that you get sometimes goes to people's head. But
Oh
I
yeah.
found very little of that. One or two people, but I won't be sharing who that was.
Right.
One or two people, I think, had a little air about them. But, for the most part, everyone was like super fun and super like interesting. And it was a whole lot of reselling talk. But yeah, it was kind of fun.
Cool.
Gino says, I will wear lifts if we meet. Don't worry. Every guy there, Gino, was like 5'5" to 5'8". Not every guy, but a lot of the resellers from Kevin.
But Justin's tall, isn't he?
Justin is tall. Justin's probably 6 foot. Yeah.
What about that? You was one guy you said was 6'8" or 6'6" or something.
Oh, Hustlin' Hooks. What is
Yeah.
his? Oh, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I think that's right.
He's 6'10". Yeah.
Gino.
Brass band playing.
They were probably playing a Sesame Street song if they were playing for you, Gino.
Oh, Ann had a first video? What?
Yeah, what's up with that, Ann?
I'm reading that. I'll be watching that tonight, Ann. I don't know how I missed that. Yeah, I'm sure they did make some money. I would expect that. Let's face it, the amount of money that they make just doing YouTube, there would have to be, it'd be easier for them just to stay home if they're not making any
Is
money.
Ann's channel her
It
name?
would be just Ann Austin, yeah. Oh, they're over on Adventures with Victoria. They're doing the third lot from Commonwealth Picker. It's just an enemy man, but like the new kind, like this one. And stickers. That's it.
All right, Ann, I just subscribed and I'll watch it afterwards. So what do you think's going to happen tonight on BB?
I'm so sick of Michael. I want to punch him in the face.
He does deserve to win. He's done the most, but I don't like him. I'm a Turner fan.
I think what he's done is so crappy.
Yeah.
You know what?
You think Kyle was railroaded?
I understand Kyle was wrong and whatever. But you could see how he would think that because of what happened last year.
Right.
The fact that they waited 2 weeks till it was convenient for them is garbage.
I'm probably the Turner fan is what I am, but he may be the one if they decide to go after him. I know Brittany's just a floater. She hasn't done anything. So.
She hasn't done anything. What's Tommy saying? YouTube doesn't impress me. Craigslist Hunter doing $100K a month on eBay. Yes. Exactly. I mean, and that's how I felt. I mean, for me, it was like a chance to meet people. But I wasn't there recording and trying to make videos of, I took a lot of pictures, not even that many pictures. But
it gets easier, Ann.
I spent a lot of time with the people that I just enjoyed their company and, getting to even just online talking to them. It was awesome to actually spend time and just talk business and talk reselling. And that was pretty cool, I have to say.
Right.
I was very flustered. Anxiety was high. That is completely normal. What did you say, Bobby?
I said it gets easier. Just keep plugging away.
So much easier. And you'll go back a year from now, Ann, and laugh at how bad.
I went back and watched some of my early stuff, and not that mine are great anyway, but I was like, oh, my God, was that really me? Oh, my God. So, yeah. My first video was horrible. It was like I was interviewing for a job. It's like, okay. Of course, I was still working.
And I love when I wasn't looking at the camera at all. Over here, right here is the camera's right here. There's a lot of good people to meet. Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
There's a lot of that, especially even the people that I watched in the beginning. I started out with Cincinnati Picker, Lonnie Shed Flips, Kevin. Those were among the three Rally Roots. Some of those guys, part-time pickers, they were all people I watched early on, and some of them don't have hardly any eBay stuff up anymore.
Yeah.
Now Lonnie's putting out a video almost daily now. I mean, he is back to putting out videos, but they're long. I mean, they're like 48, 50 minutes long. I'm like, man, I'm not sitting here for an hour. I got Yellowstone coming back in November, 14 episodes.
I
So
know.
I'm waiting.
I'm excited about that. Gino, you shouldn't have deleted those. Those are the best ones when you can go back and laugh at yourself.
Yeah.
I was surprised none of the OGs were at the FlipCon, except for Kevin. I mean, but he wasn't really one of the first.
Yeah.
But none of, Cincinnati Picker, Craigslist Hunter, none of those people.
I mean, however you make money is your business. It's not my business how you make your money, what you sell, how you sell it. We all have our own expertise, and we all have our things we don't know nothing about. Some of them are better YouTubers than they are resellers, and some of them are better resellers than they are YouTubers. I definitely put mine in that second category because I'm not a YouTuber for sure.
I thought I had more footage, but I guess I didn't hit the start.
Were they, Tracy? They were asked, but they didn't go.
Oh, were they? I believe that. That. But I mean, then I would have probably been a little fangirling because, when they were first doing it, I was like, I was actually watching, at that point, and there was just nobody out there that was reselling who could relate to me and stuff. So seeing those people early on, it would have been really cool to meet some of them in person and, just pick their brain on a few things. So one day maybe they'll have something that they'll go to. That would be awesome.
I feel bad about missing Chuck and 80 Pies because my grandson plays football now on Thursday nights. I'm like, man, I ain't been making any of them games lately or them lives. But
yeah, they're funny, man.
Support my grandson.
Well, you got to do that.
And they hadn't won a game yet, though. 14-0 and 28-0. So it's his first year. He's 8 years old, so I just enjoy
getting slaughtered. That's awful.
Well, my high school football team won two games in 4 years. Del Valley, outside Austin, and we were a basketball school. Yeah, we were a basketball school. We weren't a football school.
Oh my gosh!
And my mom never got to go to my games because my mom worked at night, so nobody went to my games.
I need to do that, Tracy. I will invite them for sure. We even had guests for a while, and part of it was because it was summer, and people were so busy in the summer. A lot of people don't want to be bothered being guests, and I know even for me, I just am crazy doing 100 things in summer.
And her and Tommy can come on too.
That I would love.
Yeah.
But Tommy, he's too standoffish for us. He don't like us enough to come on.
Are you saying Tommy's gotten stuck up since he? Maybe he needs to move to Delaware, Oklahoma. Maybe. He'd beat me to the yard sales this weekend if he lived there. He'd probably find some shoes.
Yeah, and you need to turn on the camera. That's like number one. Though, this is no lie. I have recorded an entire what sold video, and I got done 40 minutes in, and I hit the button, and it says 3, 2. I'm like, what? 3, 2, what the?
Yeah. I've done the same thing. Did segments and forgot to record the segment.
Yep.
Take 2, take 3.
Like, yeah, after you've been doing it for 40 minutes and you realize, nothing was recorded, the second take just is never quite the same.
And then try to remember what you said.
Tommy is a star.
Oh, I thought that was a firecracker for a minute there.
Or maybe he is a firecracker. Maybe a little bit of both. Part-time Picker is probably the most impressive YouTuber. Full-time job, family, legit, full-time eBay store. Yeah.
Yep. He definitely picks a lot. I don't know when he sleeps.
I was just going to say that. I don't know how he has enough hours.
And he never tells what his job is, but he does something at night. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he's a firefighter. I always assumed he was a firefighter or something to do with the medical, at night. Yeah. I just don't know what he does. Tommy, do you know what he does? I don't watch him anymore, but I do know. I used to watch him a lot. I just don't spend a lot of time watching YouTube videos anymore.
Oh, he's a stripper.
He's well, he's tall enough.
Hey.
Yeah.
So, we love all kinds, so there you go.
It's funny how y'all all know these things and nobody else does. Some believe he's a nurse.
He has a very hard job.
It's a very hard job.
I couldn't work at night like that, though. Tommy works at night.
I've worked all the shifts. When you work in transportation, you get weekends, nights, mid shifts. You do it all the time. Hey, Adam.
Adam, hey. No, I think I'm a night owl. I used to be a night owl. And now, the older I get, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm a night owl. And my face is planted on my desk at midnight. I'm like, yeah, I'm not a night owl anymore. Oh, he's retiring soon.
He's the one I learned San Marcos blankets from.
Oh, that's right.
I've only found one. But if y'all don't know about those can be worth some serious money, those animal blankets.
I never find good blankets or anything. My mom was watching one of Kristen, a Rural Squirrels videos, and she found like these Afghans, like multiples of them in perfect condition from the bins. I'm like, my bins never have stuff like that. Gino says, Gino, it takes you a week to do a video because you're going to the store multiple days throughout the week. Just maybe do multiple videos. Just this one yard sale or this thrift store and this thrift store.
Pasta cooker? Is a Tupperware pasta cooker plastic?
Yeah.
I mean, you could, but I'd probably wrap it in bubble wrap or something and put it in a poly bag. I wouldn't ship it that way, but
worried about it cracking because the pasta, isn't it like that rubber or the plastic is like a little thin?
Yeah. I mean, I would also look at how far away it's going too.
Is he wiping butts, Tommy?
I couldn't do his Jefferson.
That didn't sound like an order. That sounded like a message.
It's a question. I'm getting a lot of questions lately.
I have so many questions.
Can you send me a photo with the inside measurement from the nape of the neck to the forehead? It's a football helmet. Of course I can.
Sure.
Oh, it's going to Puerto Rico. Somebody in Puerto Rico. The nape of the neck.
Bubble wrap it a little bit, and then you should be fine.
Yeah.
No, as long as it's heavy and put some bubble wrap on it, I think it'll be fine.
Hey, Tommy, what do you think's going to happen with the contract next year? Do you think they're going to ratify it, or do you think they're going to actually be stupid enough to go on strike? UPS's negotiations coming up.
I was like, fill us in where this conversation is from.
UPS's contract's coming up next year, I think April or May, and there's already talk about it. But I think based on the strikes that they've had back in the day, that they'll find a way to ratify this thing. But I just never know with the new CEO of UPS. She's not somebody that seems to care about the people. She's more about the bottom line.
Tina says they ask questions and never buy. I swear eBay has secret shoppers to bug us. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Yeah.
Ratify 100%.
Yeah.
True. I don't want them to go on strike for sure because then I'd have to use.
Well, see, but FedEx Ground is not doing very well either because they're all contractors, and there's talk about them crumbling. So,
really?
Yeah, because they're not. They're all contractors, and people own those routes, and they make lots of money, and they hire people to drive for them. Which,
right?
Hey, there he is. Welcome in, my friend. LA Flippers is on Instagram, and he's been commenting on stuff that I post. And I said, hey, man, come in and chat with us tonight. And we do this live every Wednesday night. We rotate channels, Angie Resells and myself. And you're welcome anytime.
LA Flippers. So You don't have he doesn't have a YouTube, just an Instagram?
Yeah, he does. I don't think you have a YouTube, do you? If you do, let me know. But I think you, if you do, I'd like to check it out. But
LA Flippers. Let me
If
look.
not, then I know he's on Instagram. He posts a lot on Instagram. Yes, that's what happened, Tanya. I used to buy them a lot. I used to just deal in sports jerseys and helmets, and I had 16 of them in my garage, and I had a few of my own collection of Longhorn ones too. And my grandson playing football, I bought him a brand new one at Academy, but then I had some that one of the kids was short a helmet, and I didn't know there was a supply chain issue with them, and I sold him one. He does?
I followed you.
Okay. And I did, anyway, I couldn't believe how much these were selling for, and I started selling them I've got like one or two left of the 16 that I had, and then I found a couple at a yard sale. So, yeah, there is a shortage of football helmets. I've even heard high schools are taking their junior high and JV and freshman helmets if they can use them and putting them on the high school team because they can't get enough helmets right now. So if you've got football helmets in your inventory, get them listed. Even though most of the teams have started by now, there's still a need. I sold some for $180 that I would have sold for $30 at a yard sale a year ago.
That's crazy, right? Post office had 20
Yeah.
package max at the time. What?
I remember that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd be in trouble.
And the same thing happened in freight. I was with American Freightways at that time, and we basically went out and told everybody, when they strike, if you're not already a customer of ours, we will not haul your palletized freight or very little because we're going to take care of our current customer base. Because what happened in that 95 strike was all the freight docks, American grew big. They're now FedEx Freight, but they were American Freightways and Arkansas Freightways before that. But they grew big because of the strike you're not talking about, you're talking about a big strike and yeah. So yeah, it was bad. And so we basically went out and every time there was a threat of a strike, we would tell customers, whether it was overnight or American, we would say, hey, look, if you're not already an existing customer,
we can't take it.
We can't take it, or we're going to be selective in what we take because we're going to take care of our current customer base first.
Well, you have to, because you don't want to lose your current customers who've been loyal to you all that whole time.
Hey, Ping. Man, a lot of them would go right back to whoever. And this is the same thing with Yellow and Roadway and CF and all the other freight carriers that were in the same situation. Yeah.
Kevin could give you a link for that American Bubble Boy in case you want it. Also, Cat. But their affiliate links with American Bubble Boy, they only get a referral amount or whatever the first time that you order, not like all the times that you order. I didn't know that.
This shirt, I wasn't even sure it was going to sell. It was in my video. I got it for 45 cents.
45 cents. That's awesome.
And it's, I don't know. Again, I don't know if you can read it. Let me expand it. I almost didn't know if I could sell it online.
What
it
does
says, Muff Diver, Local 69, no muff too tough, we dive at 5. And it's a vintage t-shirt.
Muff too tough.
And I sold it for $22 just now. I was like,
nice.
So, Tennessee River was the manufacturer.
And that's what you got for 45 cents?
Mm-hmm. I got about 10 of them, and then I got some jackets, some old Sears stuff, but it had a Pendleton liner, and I was really confused on it. And then I've got it listed, and then a Sherpa Levi's WPL 423, I think was the number on it. That's worth about $80. But yeah. Oh, Tommy's new shirt. Is that what it is? I thought Tommy's would be no pooper too tough. I was watching the beginning of that movie. Have y'all seen that movie with Mark Wahlberg and Kevin Hart? And they go out on some kind of adventure for his birthday. I've only seen part of it. Mm-mm. But he was trying to get back at his wife. He felt like his wife might be being courted by her boss. And so they were doing stuff. And he went into the bedroom and he said, hey, why don't you poop on his bed? And he goes, He comes back in, and Mark Wahlberg goes, "What the heck is that? It looks like a candy mint. It's so small." He goes, "Well, that's all I can get out." I'm just sitting here laughing, like, "Oh my god!" Yes, I will. It'll be in a. I'm gonna ship it in a colored poly bag for you right here, and it will not say anything about what's on the shirt to you. What size is it? Let's see if it'll fit Tommy. It's probably a. Let's see. It is a large. Tommy, do you wear large? Discreet packaging. Clutching my pearls. Good night, Miss Journey. See you on the Highway 75 sale this weekend.
Oh, tomorrow I'm gonna actually be on someone's show. How about that?
Who?
Sunny Las Vegas. Him and Jimmy Old School Flips do a Thursday show. It's 6:30 Central, so I guess 8:30 Pacific.
Is it a podcast or a?
No, it's just I think it's like an Ask Me Anything show with a guest. Just typically, every time that seems like that's what it is. So yeah, I'm excited about that because we're they said because we're doing the podcast, right?
Right.
Coming up.
I'll be on the Highway 75 sale, so I won't be able to tune in. But yeah.
No, that's okay because it'll be recorded, but it's just coming out on Friday at noon. So it'll come out every single week. And so they said, come on and talk about it or just whatever. So I'm pretty excited about that. Sunny Las Vegas. I'm telling you, that guy went from not even on the radar to 6,000 subs in 8 months. I don't know how he did it.
He probably said he knew Tommy.
I don't think so. He knows the niche lady.
Oh.
Niche lady.
Niche, yeah.
I think she says niche, though.
See, and I tell people I knew Gino, and look what happened to me.
You lost subs.
Yeah, I mean, cops pull me over, and I'm like, I'm kin to Gino. Or I know Gino, and I get bigger tickets. It's like, what the hell?
Do I find the lives have been helping your subscriber base? No.
Yeah. Lives, I don't find that like that either.
But for me, Gino, I do the lives because I enjoy interacting with everyone. And just, I just think if it feels more personal and like I have a relationship with, my friends in the community. So I enjoy doing them, but they say some people do a lives channel where if they have lives, they only do it on the lives channel. I'm not going to do that just because I don't want to change, I'm not chasing a number. I just want it to be real. And my channel is just about me and my reselling and the community and, making friends. So I don't think it would hurt you at all, in my opinion, but some people would say don't do it because you won't grow. But I'm probably not the person to ask, honestly. Let's see. I watch his show sometimes. We'll be there. Oh, okay. I was lost track of what I was talking about. Good. I will appreciate someone in the audio in the chat who is on my side, because you never know, those guys can be hard on me. I think we got Sunny to 1K, then he started snuggling with the niche lady. I think it's just they live close beside each other. That's right. I remember when he went on your channel. Now that I think about it, I do remember that. But they just all live out there. I don't know. Is it, all Vegas area? So him, the niche lady, Jimmy, Old School Flips.
There's your shirt, Tommy.
Tough. Oh my, that's a funny shirt.
When I was digging through those shirts, I was just looking for anything that had a tag because I didn't want any, screen printed shirts.
Yeah, and what Tommy said, lives are terrible for your channel. Do it for fun because it won't help at all. Yeah, I don't think it's hurting a whole lot, and maybe Tommy might know better, but I just do it because I like it. So I don't know. Doesn't I mean, yeah, but I'm definitely not going to make a live only channel.
Right.
Sonny started taking it serious and put out consistently now and has improved his editing. His editing has gotten much better. And, I do like that he goes a lot to like the flea market and, he collaborates with a lot of people and stuff. I really enjoy watching him for sure. But he just went fast and good.
Nape of the neck to the forehead.
What'd you say?
I'm trying to figure out this guy's message. Can you please send me a photo of the inside measurement of the nape of the neck to the forehead?
So the bottom of the helmet up to the front where.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
That'd be hard to do with padding and stuff.
I know.
I don't know how you would do that.
Yeah, collaborate. I see him a lot in Johnny's in the morning, or I did. I don't know if he still goes in there. Because I don't make Johnny's every morning either. Good night, Tanya.
Tanya, have a great night.
I'm not in Johnny's every morning either, so I don't see everybody, but he's got like 60-something people in there now in the mornings.
Johnny does?
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
He had like 67 yesterday. Hey, Van,
I'm not a morning person, and like being chipper and cheerful in a chat. Oh, I just don't think I could do it before at least the second cup of coffee.
You know what they say about people with big feet, Tracy? They got big feet. That's what they say.
I know. Big shoes.
Big shoes. Don't mean a dang thing. I got size 12. And I'm not even going any past that.
I was going to say something, and then I just stopped.
All right, so I don't know what. Now this guy's wanting a picture. I'm going to take a picture just to see if I can get a sale, because I want a sale.
Are you doing it around the pads, or what are you doing?
I've got the pads actually out of it right now because I was trying to date the age. Sometimes they don't say a size. And some of these, like the padding on these old helmets, there's a color code. It can be red, green, or blue. This one's green, and that indicates, kind of like Zippos, it tells you what the size is without it saying the size.
Van, your Coogie
Google is your friend. Google is your friend.
What's it up to so far, Van?
Yeah, I saw that. It looked like it was really old too.
He got 2 Coogie sweaters.
Yeah, but he only listed one. Van, I'm going to give you a little tip. Don't take this the wrong way. Some of the stuff you're listing isn't even worth $10. List the stuff that's worth more money, and let the mug or something sit, and list those Coogies and stuff. That's what I would do. I'm just giving you my tip because you're selling stuff.
Limited.
Yeah, you want to make more money, and some of that stuff's not going to sell. It's just not going to sell. So I would, when you're listing, a camel mug or something that's worth maybe $10, $12, I'd list a Coogie sweater over that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but he can only list so many items.
I know, and that's why I would list my highest end items first.
True. Yes,
yeah,
that's true.
That's all you can list. I'm going to list what I can get money off of.
Ping says she still has some size 18 shoes she hasn't photographed. That's going to take a while to
get rid of.
I think. Not many people wearing that big of a size. I think the live viewers are more loyal. I only have 2.9K subs, and we get anywhere from 1,000 to 4,000 views, depending on how tight my clothing is. There you go.
All right.
The Pearl Jam shirt has a bid on it, even though it has paint all over it. Yeah, he offered me the Pearl Jam shirt, but I said I wanted it for my own personal use, and I wouldn't wear it if it had paint all over it. So I said definitely he should sell it. But I appreciate it, man.
I've sold one of those Pearl Jam shirts, but the other one I haven't sold yet.
If you're a serious amount making money, There isn't equal or more sold than listed. Donate it.
or have a yard sale. Yeah.
That's true.
Size 18, that's what Russell Westbrook wears. And I bought a bunch of those cleats when Ross had a sale a couple years ago, and they were all 16 to 18s. And I've sold a few pair, but not much. Big shoes are hard to get rid of.
So Tommy, when you're out in public with your wife, does she have to like beat the women away as you're walking by?
She probably has to beat Tommy away.
Maybe. I meant going on other people's lives. Oh, okay. I misunderstood myself, Gino. Honestly, I think going on other people's lives can do nothing but help you. Honestly, unless you go in there and you act like an a-hole or something,
right?
And people don't like you. But sure, going on other people's lives lets people know who you are and your personality and stuff, and you get subscribers that way, I think. How tight your clothing is. All right. Tommy, you should have came to FlipCon. Now that would have been worth watching.
It wouldn't have been boring.
Your tight clothes. The issue is having yard sales, all the people I know that where it comes from and nobody stops and they yell at the window that the stuff is donated. Well, that's not good. But you know what, Van, you could probably set up like at a flea market or something in your area. Your house, they would know for sure that it's donated. But you're also raising money for the charity. For the food bank and stuff. So if you have a yard sale and you say that all the money is going towards the food pantry, you'd probably get a lot of people that would come because they'd want to support the charity. Maybe a small percent crossover per channel. Yeah. Bobby.
What?
Having a live stream. Just thought I would let you know.
I'm listening to you talk.
Well, but you're not even paying attention, and you're like,
yes, I am. Yes, I am listening,
and
I am paying attention.
No one stops, huh? That sucks.
Yard sales and gave up because
that's not a bad idea, Tommy. The only problem
because they're saying it was donated. Okay, I got you.
The only problem Van has is he doesn't ship fast enough. He needs to make sure he gets the shipping out quickly. Christopher, what's up?
Yeah, Van, you got plenty to do on Whatnot, but man, you better be ready to ship if you start selling on that.
Yeah.
If you let stuff go like the prices that people get for Whatnot.
But if you sign up for Whatnot, use my link. You can sign up to be a seller. If you sign somebody up for Whatnot and they sell it from the seller part, you get $200 if they have a sale.
Wow.
I know, right?
I'm just not interested in doing Whatnot because there's just so many people doing it now. And I just don't feel like you're going to make a lot of money.
I could be completely wrong, but I think Whatnot's not going to last 2 years. I just think that it's already getting like oversaturated.
Yeah.
And
Chris, we know where we stand now.
No, I knew Rachel is being a
Did you know Chris was over there cheating on us?
Oh, Chris was over there. Well, he likes Rachel, so that's okay.
Oh, okay.
And I like Rachel, so we're all good. Bobby's Whatnot cap sale.
Yeah, I could sell a lot of caps, that's for sure. But again, if I'm selling for $1 a piece, I'm not doing that.
But if you sell them for $1 a piece, Bobby, you're only getting like 55 cents.
I know.
Crazy.
I'd have to get them for $0.25 at a yard sale to make any money.
Well, Tracy, I like put it on my YouTube channel that there's a link because you get $10 when you give someone $10 to try whatnot, but when they use it, I get $10 back. I have like $71 right now credit, and I can't find anything to buy. Now I still have to pay the shipping, out of cash or out of my checking account, but $71 worth of free merchandise. When I go over there, it's just, I find it very annoying. And for me, I guess it would be different, I guess, if you're looking in a specific category, like if you were doing Funkos or something like that.
Right.
It's so random what people have. Like if they have a clothes sale, there's nothing. There'll be size extra smalls and mediums, and then 7X, and then you got a little girl's shirt, and I'm like, it makes no sense. So there's no rhyme or reason to it, and it's just mind waster.
I bought some GameCube games, but the negative to that was that they would do the cheaper stuff first, and you'd have to stay on there 4 hours to get the stuff you were after.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, I'm good. And now I'm not buying that stuff unless I find it at a yard sale. I spent too much trying to build it.
You would probably do really well and whatnot, though, because you don't even have to be on the camera. A lot of the people just have their cameras facing the items. So.
Right. There's a lady locally here that does it, and she does a lot of action figures, G.I. Joes and Star Wars and all that. But they're on card. A lot of them are on card or loose, but I mean, I see it go for like $3, $2, and this is 90s stuff. It's not, I'm like, there ain't no way I'm letting it go, and I know it's worth more than that.
Well, I got a hate message from somebody when I did my video on Whatnot to buy on Whatnot for resale, and she was like furious about that I would do a video on buying things to resell, and I'm like, that makes no sense to me. Wouldn't you want me to buy? I mean, if I'm not buying it, who is? Just because I go in and I'm the only person paying $1, that means no one else wanted it.
Yeah.
Someone could have bid too.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't stand the feeling of needing to support your friends.
Yeah.
I have no issue with people doing it, just don't want to be there myself. That makes sense. See, I have that issue, Tracy. I'm doing an auction. My mom loves auctions she does a lot of YouTube auctions and stuff. And she was like, you should do an auction on Saturday. And I said, I'll do that. But I try to start everything at $1 or like super cheap, because I do feel bad. I don't want people to feel like they have to buy from me. And I tell them that too. Like I want it to be a really, really good deal for you.
Right.
And stuff that you can resell and stuff. I don't want.
Right. I mean, I went into like Flippin' Sports Guy. He did a lot of stuff. But the stuff he was selling, I wasn't interested in. But I went in there for a few minutes just to say hi, show my support him, follow him. So he has because you want to do that.
Yeah.
And I'll do that. But I'm like, Tracy, if it's something I'm not after, I'm not going to sit there. And I don't want to be under pressure you got to buy this or you got to do something I don't want to do.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is, I find that the quality is really bad. Not with everyone, but either the shipping was super slow or it's not resellers. So their idea of good and my idea of good, two different things. Right. So I don't know.
The only positive that I found in it is some of the ones I was in where they were, if you bought something and you won the auction for that round, you got an entry, and they did giveaways. And some of the giveaways, I mean, I won a video game that was $159 value. And so I was like, sometimes it works out, but I love the free giveaways if you get lucky enough to get drawn.
Yeah. Oh, I won something the other day. I was in a jewelry auction, and I was trying to I've been trying to find rings. I really want to find like a nice ring. And every time I wanted, a ring that I liked, it was like going so high, which is good for them. But then they had a giveaway, so I entered it. It was the ugliest necklace I've ever saw in my life. I actually threw it in the garbage. I'm like, I can't even give that away on my channel. It's that ugly. What is this? Trying Whatnot in camera time.
Yeah, I'd say for you, Van, you need to get some lighting and some good internet, wherever you're at. And then and then try YouTube. Just don't be afraid. Just get out there and make a short video, and then go from there. Hey, Rachel's here.
Rachel, she just texted me. I'm like, I'm on live right now.
She followed Christopher Nutter in here.
Oh, Christopher probably followed her in here.
Oh, okay.
He was here first. Rachel, what are you doing off already? Was your show like only an hour?
Oh, wow.
I've heard stories of people getting smoke-filled clothes full of pet hair. I got some things that were covered in cat hair, which is a problem for me because I'm really super allergic to cats. Oh, it's only 1 hour. Oh, nice.
Wow. Yeah, the clothes that I got the other day, those ones I got for 45 cents, they were a little bit on the musty side, but I washed them and cleaned them and aired them out and stuff. They're fine now.
Oh, I sold something.
I use a lot of OxyClean.
Wacom Bamboo Create Pen and Touch Tablet for $56. Can you see that?
Oh, I've actually got a couple of those over here behind me, and I can't get them to work. I bought them back in March, and they're sitting over there charging. I'm like, I need to test them. I hate testing electronics. I really do.
I know, me too.
I sold a VCR to somebody, and I know it worked. I took a video of it working, sold it to them, and now they want to return it. And they said the rewind button smashed in, and I was like, it had to be done in transit because that thing worked. I got photos of it. They said, well, I don't want to pay to ship it back. And I said, well, you don't have to. eBay does that.
Right.
Well, can you just refund my money? I was like, no, when you return the VCR, I'll return your money. I ain't heard another word. So I'm like.
Well, I had a major boo-boo this week. Want to hear about it?
Yep.
So I had an insert for a thermos, stainless insert, And so when I went to ship it, it was in its original box. I'm like, oh, it's stainless. How it can't hurt, So I just wrapped it in a poly mailer, like tight around the box. And they got it and they were like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, this thing is completely ruined. It's like broken into a million pieces. And I'm thinking, it's stainless steel. How can it be broken? Well, evidently it was shiny like stainless steel, but it was a glass bottle.
Plastic. Yeah.
I was like, I said, yeah, could you just send a picture? Because he had not even opened it. He's like, I'm not opening it. I'm like, yeah, I have to at least see it. He sent a picture, and I was like, oh, yeah, my bad.
Was it priority mail?
Yes, it was priority mail.
So you could file a claim whether you do or not.
No, it was totally, I literally did not protect it nearly enough. I'm like, I am so sorry. I said, I've been doing this a long time, and I seriously thought it was stainless steel. My bad.
Yeah, if it's clearly something I did wrong, I'm like you. I'm just going to give the money back and move on. It's a loss.
Yeah, that's what I did. I'm like, yeah, you don't have to return that.
But if you get a feeling sometimes from people how they word what they want to return.
Yeah.
And you just kind of get a feeling after you've been doing it, and you go, I don't think you're on the up and up. I'm going to ask you to return that item. And then if you give me a hard time, then I'm like,
Booby, have you lost weight?
Oh, there you go. Who?
Booby.
Has Booby lost weight? Who? Maple Syrup's asking me if I lost weight? I don't know, but I had to cut up a dang tree that fell the other day in my yard. So I can tell you this, I was sweating to death when I got done with that. Has Booby lost weight?
Has Booby lost weight?
I don't know. I haven't been called Booby in a while.
Christopher sold a calculator for parts repair not working, and they want to return it. They can return it, but they aren't getting their shipment back, and they got to pay shipping.
Did you? Okay, yeah. Did you have it no returns? Yeah. Some people still try to.
Well, Van, if you have that set up, that's a perfect thing to use. You could
set it up and do a test,
whatnot, and everything. You just need a little bit better lighting.
Highball glass, Kauai.
What's a highball glass? Oh, okay.
Yeah, drink glass. Buyer claims it wasn't
original.
I guarantee Tommy and Tracy know what a highball glass is. Buyer claims it wasn't original, demanded a refund. No, told them they could return it. Yeah, again, it's one of those things where I get feeling. Well, it didn't work for me. It made my arm really sore where I held that chainsaw while I was cutting. So, yeah, I don't work out 6 days a week anymore, Rachel. I'm old. You're still young. I did that stuff back in the day too.
Daryl, it is now.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a runner. I've never been a runner.
I'm sure, because
I drive. Yeah.
My pooping animated chickens. Yeah, do you see those, Bobby?
What?
I had these animated chickens.
Oh yeah, the plush. Yeah,
$1.99, and yeah, they sold for $60.
I was wondering who was bringing up pooping chickens into the conversation. I was like, what the heck? Well, I'm going to see Henry. Maybe Henry, if you spot me on the road, you need to say something.
I think buyer's remorse. They've gone silent. Yeah.
Well, and I had one. I sold a vintage doll the other day, and she didn't like the packaging, so she said, I didn't like it, I'm returning it. I said, that's fine, ma'am, just return it. You won't get your shipping back, but you'll get your money back. That's what I do. I'll just turn around and resell it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's why I said it's vintage. It's, they do the plastic gets discoloration over time. But
I had somebody who wanted to cancel an order after it was already shipped. And they just got irate about it. They're like, no, it's not too late. And I'm like, it's already shipped. And they said, well, I'm returning it. I'm like, you can return it. That's fine, but you'll have to pay the shipping. So, of course, when they get it, they said, item not as described.
Right.
So I actually called eBay, and eBay, for once, actually sided with me. I'm like, here's the messages. We knew it was coming back, but he's trying to, go around the system. And they actually said, let him return it, but not as in ad. I was surprised.
Right. I actually had the same thing happen, and I've never called eBay. I always go through eBay for Business, but I had to call them on this item because they wanted their shipping back when it was clearly something they had done. And they actually told me I could have took more money because they took the decals and stuff off of it. So it wasn't the same way I shipped it. But I said, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I just don't want to pay their shipping back too. I want to just give them their money back for the item, and I'll resell it. And so, yep.
We don't speak of that.
But they agreed with me, but the person still hasn't accepted the money back yet. So I'm like, really? I'm assuming, yeah, they haven't taken the money back. So I don't know if they're waiting to fight it or what. But I already had comments on it to protect myself with eBay ahead of the game, and we'll see what happens. But if they don't if they don't accept the money, I guess it comes back to me eventually. I don't know.
No, I think they don't accept the money because it is not a full refund. After so many days, whatever you refunded is all they'll get. Whereas in the meantime, they could say, no, I don't agree with this.
Right. Well, they haven't done that yet.
Tina, I'm glad. I'm glad they sided with you. Rachel.
I don't think anybody's going to get to eBay calling BR549.
The problem with that, Rachel, is if everyone has the number, they will change the number. That's just how it is.
Thank God I finally
killed them. So then it will be a video that no one can get, and then you'll get 100 messages like, I can't get a hold of anybody.
Tina, do you have a fly swatter? Will I get in trouble?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I know I haven't given it out to anyone.
I've never had a problem getting through to them.
That is like one of my pet peeves, Tina. Oh, when a fly gets in your house, that is the worst. I can't rest.
Try a biting fly. Them big horse flies, they hurt.
Well, we had a gecko that got in today, like a little one. And so I chased, I had Ollie go after it, except for he would chase it out the door and then run around the door and chase it back in. I'm like...
Tina, you're washing your hand now? She killed him with her hand. Ooh. Hey, Christy. Man, you got the whole gang in here now.
I know. My girls are here. Love them.
Don't want 10 million calls.
Yeah.
I got right in the other day. I was shocked. I've never called eBay. I've always gone through eBay for business till this one. And I got right in. I couldn't believe how fast it was.
I had a person buy one thing, then 5 days later bought another thing, gave positive feedback, and opened unrecognized
Oh,
charges.
yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. You're here. That's all that matters, Christy.
Was she tardy last week?
Tardy.
Yes. You get 3 tardies. You got to spend 3 days in the detention class, Christy.
Oh, so are you watching 60 Days In with Dante?
I have not
Anyone
watched
else
it.
watching it?
I haven't watched it. No.
It's like crazy. I'm all about like reality shows like that. So knowing someone on it is kind of cool.
Who is Bobby bringing to the broadcast? I must be missing something.
I don't know.
How many did you list today, Christy? I got 19 so far. That'll be it, though. That'll be it. I didn't have a lot of sales yesterday, so this morning I was like, I'm going to focus on listing today.
Yes, I mean Darius. And Kristen, I didn't have that channel either, so I actually signed up for Phila.
Hey, Lynn.
It's PHILA or O. It's like $25 a month, and you get like a ton of channels or whatever. But I got it just so I can watch it. How sad is that? But then, Mom's watching HGTV and a bunch of other stuff too.
Darius.
Yeah, he's going by Darius on the 60 Days In.
See, Lynn, if he's tardy on a submarine, he's UA. Missed the boat. Yeah, that's not good.
So
what channel? Oh, it's on A&E, isn't it?
Yeah, it's A&E.
Yeah. I knew what it was. I just haven't got to it.
Is anyone going to his event?
In October? 9th.
That's in Greenville, South Carolina.
That's Texas, Oklahoma weekend. I can't.
Yeah. And it's the Reseller, whatever it's called, in Vegas. I can't remember what it's called because I think Kristen is going to the Reseller thing in Vegas, but it's like the very next day after Dante's thing.
They wrote a song about Kristen.
They wrote a song about Kristen?
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the... Yeah, it's an old country song.
She had the most beautiful picture of her outside her camper today. I was like, so jealous of her waking up to that. It's amazing. Boss remix. Yes.
Well, good. What did you do? Throw it in Carl's old bedroom?
He called you out. So Carl is still not there, Van?
I don't think so. Boss Reseller.
You're doing the eBay Open preview tomorrow. Nope. I didn't even know.
No, I got a thing from him, but I'm not doing that either. There was one in Austin. I know that.
Oh. Boss Reseller, yeah. Remix or something like that. Oh, the squirrel went berserk.
No, I wasn't going to sing any Ray Stevens songs to you. But you do know the song I'm talking about. Oh, it's an old country song. You may not be that. You're definitely not that old, but.
Free swag. Oh, yeah, I did hear somebody say they signed up just for the free swag. But did they send it to you?
Well, last year they sent me a bunch of stuff, and this is some sunglasses. eBay Open online. Now I look like one of those guys from the Nerds.
Show. No, well, that sounds like fun though, Tina, to be able to go and hang out with your friends.
Are you going, Christy?
1 to 2 for the eBay thing. Oh, 1 to 2 p.m. So that's Pacific, right? Thank you, Rachel. You're the third person who said this blue looks good on me. This is now my official uniform.
Quilt show. Wow.
Y'all are so sweet to me.
Okay, good.
My girls just have my back.
Bobby, I went to Goodwill today and walked in the door. Cool. If you want to see anxiety, Daryl, go watch that. What was his name? I said something picker.
Oh, I wrote it down. Pro picker.
Pro picker. He went to a video game yard selling. I got anxiety watching it, and I would have been right there in the middle of them. But I was like, man, I would have loved to have had the first 20 minutes of free picking ahead of everybody else. There would have been nothing left. May the bird of paradise fly up your nose. May your mother run around with runners in her hose. That's part of it too.
We don't get horse flies. Ooh.
When I lived in upstate New York, they had black flies in May, and those things bite too. But they were only for a little while.
Yeah. Thank you.
Man, you must not have any money, Angie. Or the one in Austin. Oh, you are going? Did you have to pay for that, Christy, or is that free? I didn't know.
Free.
He's got a pretty good following.
No, the Boss Remix, if anyone's going to that or knows anything about it, it's like 3 days, right?
Where's it at?
Vegas, I think.
Oh, that's the one in Vegas?
But does it include anything? Like, do you have to get all your meals separate? I'm just wondering about that. I can't go this year. It's just, there's no way.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
$20? That's not bad. But it's only like 2 or 3 hours, right? Oh, we're so cute.
My thing going to an eBay open would just be to get somebody's ear to say the things that I want to say about things they need to change.
A virtual one is just going to be like, yay eBay, yay eBay, yay eBay.
I'd want to go in person so I could actually get a person's ear or two and say, from a reseller's point of view, here's my opinion. You know, not that they'd care, but it would be nice to have them have a round table where people would go and say certain things about certain things. People paying quicker than 4 days, or
Kristen, have you ever gone to the Remix before? I hope you can go. I'd love to hear about it. I wish I could go, but I just can't this year. It's too,
Yeah, I logged in on it, but I'm not going to watch it. I got a football game tomorrow, and I got the Highway 75 sale. Rachel, you're not too far away. Are you going to that Highway 75 sale in Northeast Kansas, Southeast Kansas, Northeast Oklahoma, Friday and Saturday? Highway 75 sale. It's 100 miles. Or is Kristen, since she's not really that far away either.
But Kristen's not, I don't know where she is right now.
Are you in Colorado?
No, she's traveling, and I
Oh.
saw it, but I was too busy looking at the picture to read. One year we did get an upper management person to complain about an item they canceled and said we couldn't sell. Really? Rachel said that's 8 hours from her.
From St. Louis? To Tulsa? Yeah, I'm thinking 6. It might be 8. I'm 2 hours away, so I've got to leave at like 4:30 in the morning. The
eBay Open is 3 days? So you just...
Yeah, there's different speakers on different topics, yeah.
Oh, okay, so they must want more people to sign up or something.
Not after 10 p.m., Van.
Oh, Tracy, you're going? That's awesome. To drive to LA and then venture back to Texas. That sounds like so much fun. Are you going to the and stuff when you're out there? Oh, in Idaho. Okay, I was going to say Iowa, but that didn't sound right. Sawtooth Mountains for now. Fires on the other side of the ridge. Wow.
I'll tell her we're live right now.
What the engineers are doing.
Somebody commented on our live, and you know her. She just said, I'm sad I missed this one, this last live we did last week.
Yeah.
Well, we're live right now. Colin's on the move.
She's so funny, Chrissy.
I'm in Idaho tonight. Oh, in Idaho. Okay, yeah, you're a long way. Yeah,
Beautiful.
there's a
Oh my
lot of
gosh.
in the
The
West.
views were stunning.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Snappy shut when you would work
you're
on it.
flying in the day
Oh,
after the remix. Okay, I misread that, Tracy. Sorry. That's awesome. She said they travel well together.
well, I know they do. And Donica likes to camp a lot too. I've noticed in
Really?
some of her other videos, she likes to camp.
Well, Tracy is all about the outdoors and stuff from the things I've seen anyway. So that would be awesome.
Not too much fun, Tracy. Well,
Bye,
thanks,
Tina.
Tina. Have fun at the quilt sale.
Yeah, is that like a couple days long or is it just one day?
And I'm wondering if they're priced high, if it's a quilt in like a big thing.
Tracy's on the panel. All
Sedona
right.
is beautiful. Sedona is beautiful. Palm Springs is hot.
I really wish that with the FlipCon, they had speakers that weren't YouTubers.
Right.
I think I would have loved to seen someone crushing it, making $100,000 a month or something like that, and that would have been really cool to see. Somebody who is not trying to like be a personality, but actually doing the business like full scale, like has grown completely, blown us all away. That would have been a really cool speaker. I have never been any of those places.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I lived in Glendale and I only went to the Grand Canyon once for like 30 minutes because we got there at the end of the day and I didn't know the park closed and it
Oh,
closed on us.
really?
We drove all the way up there and it's like 5.5 hours from Phoenix to the Grand Canyon. But Sedona and Flagstaff and all that, but Flag gets cold too in the winter, man. But it is beautiful once you get north of Phoenix and get out of that hot desert.
My sister lives in Palm Springs currently, but she's going to be moving, I think, soon.
And it's hot there. Woof.
Pro Picker brought every single one of them factory sealed VHS tapes. Wow. That's crazy. So,
Yeah.
Bobby, you should have a reseller get together in Oklahoma.
I would love to find some people to do it in either here or in the Dallas area, North Texas, because you'd have a lot of Texas people.
There's
And
a lot of resellers in that area.
I know. It would just be the setting up of all the hotel and all that stuff.
No,
But I promise you, it would be fun. There'd be lots of dancing.
if they have one in Texas,
There
I
you
would
go,
go for
Colin.
sure.
I just answered her on YouTube and said, "We're live." And here she is.
But now I have all my girls in here. I'm so happy.
Yeah. I would do it if we could get it together. Some people work on it and have a couple of day thing.
Not where there's panel, just to get together,
Just to get together, yeah.
Everyone
have some fun,
mingle, have
interact,
fun.
See how people really are in true life or if they're just all talk.
Well, we're all talk.
Yeah. No. See if Tracy's got moves on the dance floor, right?
Christy says, we need a leader. Resellers in Vermont are few.
It's in our few.
Oh, are you keeping it now, Tracy? She said she just tried on a dress. Exactly, Christy.
Yeah.
Yes. Great food, just hanging out.
Yep. In-N-Out Burger. I'm kidding.
We could even find cool places to source together and do challenges or something.
And Tommy could fly in from Delaware and stay in Delaware, Oklahoma.
Still relevant out of thousands.
It's for life.
Yeah.
YouTube is.
And that's true. I mean, some people a lot of people are, I guess they're trying to get their as much as they can off of YouTube or whatever. And there's some people, but Tommy, I almost think a lot of people just burn out from doing YouTube because it is time consuming, and you
There's
do
a
it
lot of YouTubers
all
that we
your
could
life.
name that aren't active anymore,
Yeah.
and some of them were decent sized channels. But I
But I mean,
agree. I mean, there's days I go, what, I want to keep doing this,
yeah.
and then I do it
But
because
I
I
would
find
think that
something cool I want to show, and then I'm like, okay, I want to show it.
yeah. But I think once you get to be so big, you would constantly be on a struggle for growth. So if you kind of like get stagnant or whatever, I don't know how that affects the YouTube algorithms sending views to you and stuff. So
Right.
that makes sense that you have a peak and then you start to decline. I know you're
Yeah.
sleeping.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes he hits me up on Instagram, and it's like 10:30, 11. I'm like, dude, I'm asleep.
Yeah, I just turn my ringer off when I'm.
I don't, because if I have an emergency with a kid or a grandkid or something, my
Oh, that's
daughter,
true.
my mom won all that money at the casino the other day. For those who came in late, my mom hit $10,000 at the casino on a 50-cent bet a couple of days ago, and my mom's going to turn 80, so I was really tickled that she won. And then my middle daughter's dog, Mila, had to have surgery, and they almost lost her, and it was like $2,900. But I was glad to see that she made it, but it was pretty bad, and it was touch and go. It's like,
10K? Did you get to 10K, Rachel?
no, she's saying about my mom. She won
Oh,
$10,303 on a 50-cent bet.
I was
I
like,
was shocked.
that was fast. You were getting really close, but I didn't think that fast.
Yeah, I've hit some jackpots, but never won that big. But
Most I won was like $500. That was
here's
it.
I got it. My brother sent me a picture of it. There it is right
That's
there.
awesome.
50-cent bet. And my mom can't see. She didn't even know she had won that much. My daughter's or my brother's girlfriend had to tell her that she won the mega. And then she, yeah. But my mom never had much, and she had a good job, but meat wrapper for Safeway for years. But my mom raised 4 boys alone, and we were pretty poor, and she's just never had any money. And now she's got a few thousand in the bank, and it just seems like the stress of her worrying about everything is so much less, and she deserves it so much.
Dude, a meat wrapper is a hard job.
It was then. Nowadays they don't even everything's automated, but in her day it wasn't.
I mean, just it's cold and it's heavy and it's yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one because we were kind of talking.
Yeah.
But good. She'll be.
I mean, I've won like 7, 9, or 5,000, 4,000, but I've never won 10 grand in one spot, especially on a 50-cent bet, because I bet big. I don't bet little.
I love to play poker, but haven't won anything big.
Well, she's on Social Security and a small pension, so she did have them tax it. So I think she walked out. They were like $7,400, but that was a smart thing to do. I'm worried about it affecting her Medicare or her, other stuff that she has to deal with at her age. But I'm still glad that she won it. Yeah.
Well, she can gift it to somebody. Gift it to someone else, like you, to put an account for or something.
I made her open an account.
But then it wouldn't be taxed on hers if she gifted it directly over. But, that's just an idea.
She said, I want him to be the beneficiary of my savings account. And I was like, okay, Mom, there's a bridge over here that I need you to go walk across here after we leave here. I'm kidding. I was joking with her.
You're going to take your mom out for $7,000.
No, I was just kidding her. My mom's only 16 years older than me, so I tease her all the time. I always like to joke because we really did walk 2 miles to school, up a hill from a trailer park, past a turkey farm in Del Valley, Texas, through a dairy to school. And we couldn't get the bus, so we all had to walk, winter or summer, didn't matter. And we really did walk. And so you've always heard those stories. I had to walk 2 miles. So I always tell my friends and my mom's friends that me and my brothers didn't have enough money to have shoes. So we would had two plastic shoes, like the gel shoe, the jelly shoes, and we would take turns wearing the left and right so we wouldn't wear them equally. And that's what we wore to school. And my mom's always defending it, thinking I'm serious. And I'm like, Mom, I'm just kidding. But I would tell people we were so poor that we had to wear one shoe, and one day you wore it on the left foot and one day you wore it on the right. And I just loved teasing her. No, one way, Lynn, one way. We had to walk a long way to get to school.
Chrissy, how long have we been on YouTube, or how long have we been doing this show on YouTube? That's the question.
My channel's been up for a couple of years, and you've been about the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We've been doing this show
over a year now.
Well, almost 2 years.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. In December, it'll be 2 years. We did take a little break last year because I had surgery and with things going on. But yeah, we've been doing this almost 2 years. I put up with this guy for, this guy for that long.
Yeah. I mean, and I used to make videos daily when I first started. Now I don't.
Literally for a year, guys, he made a video every day.
Every day.
Everything
I sold, every single thing I sold every single day. It was like
every day.
And I got it just wasn't going anywhere. I was like, yeah, that's it. But I don't spend the time editing and all that stuff either. I just throw them up.
You have gotten better with it, though.
Well, for my first videos, I've done a lot of things better, but I just do it to show people. I'm trying to teach people what to look for and what things I know, because we all have our expertise. So that's all it is. It's not. I don't care if it is 100K. It's just showing people. I mean, the bad part, though, on the negative side is I've showed so many people about the valuable caps that now people are looking for caps that never looked for them before, especially locally. Locally, people are beating me to caps that I should be getting that I used to get, and now I can't get them because they're beating me to them.
Did I tell you my Crazy Casboys closed?
No.
I was going to go there the other day, and I drove by, and it's closed.
Did they run out of pallets? I mean, like,
no, because they have other locations. But I think what happened is some of their other locations are larger. So they have one side that's the bins, and one side is their 30-90 section, which is like anywhere between 30 and 90% off. And so they didn't have enough space at this location. And I just think they got tired of putting all the good stuff in the bins, so they put it all on the other side. Right. So I was like, man, I wanted to go there. I couldn't believe they were closed. Disappointed. But that just shows you how much evidently they've been closed for months, and I didn't know.
That's like I said, I haven't been to my Goodwill bins. August was 2 years. And the only reason is because when I go, I can't not leave there with a cart full, and my death pile grows beyond it. I don't want to get that bad again.
Oh, I go to the bins and I'm like, I'm just gonna look. I'm not even gonna get anything. Yeah, right. I come out with 2 giant IKEA bags overflowing.
Lynn, how did your wedding go in Myrtle Beach? Congratulations, by the way.
Congrats! How nice.
Or has that happened yet? Real money making info doesn't work. Oh, I don't care about the YouTube.
Tommy is always the optimist.
Yeah. And I know that. I mean, I know people that aren't very good resellers that have big YouTube channels.
No, I like the editing though. I like to learn new things and stuff, and I haven't done it very often like lately, but I love watching things to like improve my videos a little bit, but I'm not trying to be, some great like movie production quality or anything like that. I don't know how people have time for that.
So Lynn, tell us the answer. I saw you post it. I just didn't remember the date.
You don't need a super cool mic. I got the mic that Tommy recommended, which is the Rode Podcaster, and it was actually not that expensive. I think it was a joke. I'm
I gotta
sorry.
check
It went right over my
I
head.
gotta check out Ann's video. How long a video was it, Ann? I don't remember.
I don't know, but I'm going to be watching it later.
Oh, it's only 1 minute and 21 seconds. You made a short, kind of.
Nice.
A little bit longer than a short. Isn't it funny? On TikTok now you can do like 3-minute videos, but on YouTube it's still a 1-minute video.
He's not married. Too done. No more.
Oh, I don't know why I think it's you, Lynn. I don't know why I'm thinking it's you. I'm thinking of somebody else. Play School Mike. I picked up one the other day and I cannot find it anywhere. It's a Motown Cafe plastic microphone. And I only picked it up because it said Motown on it when I did the video the other day of what I bought. But I can't find it anywhere, and it's probably not worth $10. But I couldn't pass because it had Motown on it. So it's similar to Rachel's.
I only have a mic here at my desk because
a lapel, yeah.
But I did see the lapel ones, and they're like holding it together and talking.
Or have a headset and all that stuff, Tommy. Yeah.
But you know what? Kristen does like a lot of her videos on her phone, and I was always like, you have to have the GoPro or whatever. But I don't work the GoPro well. I don't know what it is with me, but when I saw her like at the bins using her phone, I'm like, man, I'm going to start using my phone instead because I rarely will get videos because the GoPro just drives me crazy.
Right. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I mean, I've got one, but I'm not a big fan of using the GoPro. I'd rather use my iPhone 12.
100% agree. If you're looking for a good microphone for like your desk or whatever, the pod mic is amazing. And I got a little Behringer. It's a little sound mixer thing you need it, but still, that was only like $40. So I thought it was a really good deal compared to my old one was one of those blue microphones, which the quality was horrendous.
Well, maybe I need to get one for my TikTok karaoke channel.
There you go. It will make all the difference in the world. You're going to blow up and be like...
Oh, there's a guy out of Kansas City. Oh, this guy he's got people in there, and he's got trolls too, unfortunately. And I don't go in there to be mean. I just go in there to watch, but the guy is really bad. I mean, really bad. And he clicks on his phone to find a song, and then he sings, and he makes these motions with his hands, like getting into it, country, but he's singing with whoever it is in the background singing, and he's not in any kind of tune or it's like, oh my God, dude.
But people probably love him.
I mean, he has a lot of fans, but he has a lot of people that come in there and are ugly too.
And I want a cool light in the background. Right over there. I would love that.
Good night, Van. I'm getting ready to check out too because it's time for BB. And the challenge. Rachel, do you watch the challenge since that's an athletic show?
I still have not watched that.
It's good. It's good.
Chris, and I have like a GoPro like 7, a Hero 7. So it's like, I think they're on 10 now or whatever. But my problem is when it's going, it turns to black and the battery runs out so fast. So I don't know if I'm recording or I'm not recording. I'm like, forget it. iPhones have way better sound. I have a concert recording from an iPhone.
I like my iPhone.
I have this big, old, ugly ring light that we use and I turn it way down. It's only on just a little bit because my room is a little too dark.
The Challenge is a show that they took people from Big Brother, Survivor, Love Island, and one other show, Survivor. And they pair them up. Now they're down close enough to the end where they're individual, but it's a physical competition. And they get $750,000 the winner, and then the winner from America takes on the world. It's similar to Amazing Race, which is coming on soon too. But Big Brother.
I love Amazing Race.
And that's coming back soon. So.
Can we do teams? I want me and Rachel and Kristen and Christy and Chrissy to be a team on Amazing Race and just do it all. will be the resellers.
Double eviction is this week, but I don't think isn't tonight just
Tonight is just
nominations.
veto.
Oh yeah, veto.
Nominations and veto.
Yeah. Love Island. Yeah, that's everybody kisses everybody else show.
At Walmart, Rachel. Oh my gosh. There's a
I've known people that have had such bad internet they go get in their car and video. I've been on lives where the person that I was live with was in their car.
Jeff, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff is always in his car. Yeah. Rachel, I think a great thing for you too is you're very consistent. I've had months that I'm just like, I'm too busy to do this. And that is my biggest problem for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, 21 months to be where you are is amazing. I know, right? Exactly.
Yep. Well, hey, folks, it's that time. We appreciate you all. Next week, it'll be on
my channel.
That channel? The Bat channel?
The Bat Girl channel. That's right.
The Bat Girl channel. Yep. We got to get the girls in there.
Krillin got monetized?
In the TB drive-thru.
Taco Bell drive-thru? I love that. That makes actually perfect sense for him. Well, dang, Angie makes me feel like I'm in school and never picked for teams. No, I only say that, Ann, because it was the 5 of us at FlipCon. We were just like the girl crew there. That's the only reason I said them. But
that's right. She couldn't be on the podcast anyway because that's the Highway 75 sale is Friday. So.
Oh. Well, thanks for hanging out, everybody. It was really fun.
Have a good night. Thanks again.
We'll see you next week. Oh, and tomorrow, sunny Las Vegas. If you get a chance, I'll be on there. Bye.
Oh, where'd you go?